You know, it's getting harder and harder every week sometimes to watch the Packers. It's not because of the bad man as usual. Rodgers, he's flawless performance. He does it all. He really does it all. However, our defense, that's another story. For the third week in a row, a great offensive performance by the Packers is marred by the fact that our defense can't even stop a fucking clock. I'm really tired of this. It keeps happening and happening again. It's an epidemic. And people were saying, I thought of this that day, that Sunday. People were saying that McCarthy is kind of a problem. We're blaming the wrong coach, Packer Nation. It's not McCarthy. It's Capers. He's got to go. I'm tired of this. Anytime you give up nearly 50 points to the Titans, who literally have nothing but Murray and Mariota, he's good too, you've got problems. 25 points is supposed to win games. 400 total yards is supposed to win games. 343 passing yards from Rodgers and a rushing touchdown. That's supposed to win games. You're not supposed to lose by 22 with that type of performance. You know, something really has to give. And it better be Dom Capers. To be honest, it better happen before the season starts. And what angers me the most about this, the Vikings, in true Vike Queen fashion, lost again. See, this is what happens. We have one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. Washington beat them. Of course, we'll show Minnesota how it's done this Sunday on NBC. But even so, Minnesota lost their fourth straight. And even with that, we have not passed them because our defense can't help Rodgers out. It's ridiculous. And so in the mediocre NFC North, yes, it is mediocre again. The Lions are now technically the first place team. The Lions and Vikings are tied at 5-4, but that win, that overtime win they got, what was it, last week? That puts them at the first place team. Unfortunately, the Lions have the Jaguars this week. The Jaguars can't beat an egg, let alone the Lions. Minnesota has Arizona. I don't trust them either. Anytime you let 6 points match you in a football game, something is wrong. And meanwhile, like I said, we have Washington, so we'll see where the cards are. We'll see where the cards are dealt on Sunday. But and of course, the Cowboys, they just keep winning. 8 in a row for Dallas. They waltzed into Pittsburgh and picked up that victory. So now they are a force to be dealt with now. Now that they've got now that Prescott is starting, and so far it's pretty much official. Romo's officially going to be the backup. He's not going to start any games anymore, which is also good for Dallas. But on to Pittsburgh, the other North. That's a bad division too. Not only does 5-4 lead that division as well, but in the case of the AFC North, Baltimore at 5-4, they're the only team with winning record. The 4-5 Steelers are right behind them, knocking on the door. And Cincinnati's loss Monday to the Giants still keeps them within range at what's the record now? It's 3-5-1. And then there's the Browns, who are an imperfect 0-10. And who knows what can happen? Now Pittsburgh and the Browns play each other this Sunday, and to be honest, I'm kind of nervous I'm kind of scared because Pittsburgh hasn't been playing well the last couple of weeks, and they found a way to lose that game to Dallas. Matter of fact, let's be blunt, they gave away the last 2 games, and if they're not careful, they could be the Browns' first casualty of the season. Now the Browns stink. They stink like hogs, but nothing motivates a team better than the opportunity to beat a hated rival. The Browns' hated rivals are the Steelers. That is a horrendous rivalry. Cleveland hates anything Pittsburgh. So there, and it's in Cleveland too. I am not saying that Cleveland's gonna beat Pittsburgh. I am not saying that. However, I'm saying that the possibility is there. To be honest, the possibility is there. Pittsburgh better get their heads on straight. Otherwise, they could be looking at an embarrassing Sunday. And speed of embarrassments and royal pains. I'm not talking about these Royals. Bam. Pick that up today. The Patriots, the crybabies, the hypocrites. Gronk has some damn nerve, doesn't he? First off, this proves that Brady is the worst number 12 quarterback in the league out of the 3, behind Rodgers, of course, and Andrew Luck, who Brady had to deflate balls to beat. This walking vagina actually let Seattle waltz into her place. Let's face it, Brady's a man, and I'm a Bears fan, and beat him. This would never happen to Rodgers. Matter of fact, you'll see that for yourselves on December 11th. Seattle goes to Lambeau, where road teams go to die, and like the Super Bowl matchup, it came down to a goal line play. 4th and goal. Brady toss it to Gronk. Gronk blatantly pushes off. It's incomplete. And this big dummy has the nerve to cry to refs saying, "I was pushed." No, you weren't. Your big dumb ass committed offensive pass interference. The reason why it wasn't called is because the pass is incomplete. And it's true. That's typical Patriots. They get calls up the yin yang and get away with shit, yet they cry to refs anyway. Bunch of crybabies, you know. That's why nobody likes them. Well, that's why nobody likes them, because they cry too much, even though they get everything handed to them. It sickens the bejesus out of me. You reap what you sow in this world, and losing at home to Seattle is definitely reaping what you sow. But don't worry, Patriots fans. Mark December 11th on your calendars, because that's when you'll see a quarterback wearing number 12 who A, doesn't deflate balls, and B, can actually get it done. Take notes that day, because you're going to get a lesson on how a quarterback wearing number 12 beats Seattle. That's all I'm saying. All in all, it was a pretty good week. Like I said, Dallas kept rolling. Both North divisions are a mess. The Rams losing streak finally ended. They beat the lowly Jets with 9 points. That's the second time this season that the Rams beat someone only scoring 9 points. And they're finally going to unleash Jared Goff. I don't know what took Jeff Fisher so long for him to do it, but Jared Goff is finally going to start next week's game. So we'll see how that kid does. So the 10th week is in the books, and week 11 kicks off with the Saints and the Panthers. The Panthers could be on a mini roll here. Who knows? I don't know if they're gonna overtake Atlanta, but they might go on a winning tear now that they're mad and inspired. And so that's tomorrow night's game. Sunday night game was, of course, Packers in DC, a rematch of the wild card game, which we won, and the Monday game is a super special. It's a super special Monday game. It's Texans and Raiders in Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. So that's what's upcoming, and Thanksgiving is 8 days away. I can't wait for that. Some good games there, but I'll delve more on that on next week's preview. And speaking of previews, I'll definitely preview the CFL. I'll definitely I meant to say review, not preview. Forgive the slip. And I'll definitely review the opening week of the CFL's playoffs in my next video. So with that I say good day, football fans, and enjoy this rest of the season. Should be very interesting.